Well, hello everyone. As promised, with a brief view to my ugly visage, here comes the movie Promised. So we're going to fire up the heater, capital H, and right here is my magic button. I have the power. So what I'm going to do is turn it on, and you're going to listen. He said, right, oh, H3, that's probably, well, we'll see what happens, eh? So here's the control panel, fully electronic. I'm not at all sure what H3 means, but there you go. This is going to be a continuous video, so you can see in real time what happens while we're waiting for it to do its initial sequence. So this is the diesel tank, holds 10 litres, not too hard to fill. I could have oriented it the other way, but I was originally thinking of having the tank outside. So it is what it is, but I could remount it if I wanted to. It is on hooks, which means I can change things later if I need to. The only connections are electric. So what you see here, this is the diesel pump. This is really important. This, and there it goes, listen. So that is pulsing through 2 millilitres of diesel. There's the fuel filter, you can just see it pulsing. And you can hear things speeding up. The control panel tells me, and I'm going to try and block the light for a moment. There we go, that it's heating up. What you're hearing is actually, oh no, it is the air pump. So there's an air pump in here which blows air through the heat exchanger, which is roughly here. So whatever heat is produced gets blown out here. It also obviously keeps things down to a working temperature and stops me, one hopes, setting fire to my home. Getting hotter, getting faster. So it's pumping diesel into here. You hear that? So that sound is those 2 millilitres of diesel being pumped through the device, and it has a glow plug, just like most diesel cars. And that glow plug is red hot and is periodically setting fire to the diesel vapor coming through the injector. As you can hear, the fan is speeding up. As is the diesel pump. So we have combustion, but not enough to be self-sustaining. It's actually drawing about 9 or 10 amps at the moment from the 12 volt supply, which I have coming through here, disconnectable, which is up there. Yeah, we won't worry about that at the moment. So still getting faster. It's pumping through about 8 millilitres per second at the moment. Now tell me that doesn't sound like a jet aircraft warming up on the tarmac. This tells me the actual temperature inside. It tells me the fan's going, and the red tells me that it's still heating. I'm not sure about the H3, I'll have to look at that. So it's still not quite a self-sustaining combustion. So this is just mounted to the wall, obviously. It could be just as easily mounted outside. And as soon as I can find... well, I put it down somewhere. Oh, there it is. So let's have a look at the... Okay, so the outlet is now on about 100 degrees Celsius, which is not terrible. Getting a little bit of burn off from the silicon, but that's not a big deal. That's just normal. And I have more exhaust tubing. Okay, so it seems to be happy. That's the air intake for the combustion. And this is the outlet. Let's see what temperature we're getting out of the air there. So I'm getting 50 to 45, somewhere between 45 and 50 degrees, which is really warm air. Okay. Now it's set for 16 degrees. So you can hear that it's ramping down now that it's got combustion going. And you can hear that the diesel pump is ramping back down to just 2 pulses per second. That's 4 milliliters per second for over 2 kilowatts of heat coming out. This is very comparable, and I would say in excess of what your very expensive to run two kilowatt fan heater would be taking. So if you listen to that, that's the actual sound of it running, and those sounds are little pulses of diesel being burnt. If I was to be outside, there would be no smoke at all. I have that running through an additional steel sleeve while I wait for my new exhaust extension to come through. But it is quite safe, and if the heat ever became more than a certain preset level, it would shut itself down. So at this point I'm going to shut it down. If I can find my control, there it is, and I just press off, and there it goes. It's now in shutdown procedure. The pumping has stopped, and all it's doing is blowing air through the heat exchanger until the heat exchanger reaches a safe temperature. No more fuel being taken. And within seconds it will shut off completely, ready for me to lazily turn it on again whenever I wish, such as 5 o'clock in the morning when it's cold and my fire has gone out. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this little instructional and expository video.